Chapter 2, The Startup. In this chapter, I'm going to run through the essential things that you would need to start in the music business. This will cover the artist, CEO of the record label, producers, songwriters, and music producers. Like in any business, you always have to start with a structure first, with the foundation. The foundation is getting your business entities done first, getting you an LLC to start your business, whether it's a music production company, management company, songwriter company, music production company, even being an artist. LLC your name, trademark your name. All of these things are important because in some instance, when you sign a record deal as an artist, the record label will own your name. The first thing that you would need to do is form your company. I highly recommend going to companies like LegalZoom to make sure that your company is filed correctly and that you have all the paperwork and everything that you need filed in your state that you live in, because there are different laws in different states on how you form a company. So that's important. As a rapper, you can also do the same thing. Take your rap name, form a company with it, and you can actually sign to the label with your company instead of with you as a person. A lot of people don't know this, and a lot of people don't ever try it because they just go right into the business, and we don't start with the foundation and the discipline first. So once you get the LLC signed, then you start doing your business. As a rapper and a producer, there are two companies that you need to have. As a rapper, you can LLC your name, as I said before. As a music producer, you can have a music production company. The second LLC that you would need, and I highly recommend that it is separate, is a publishing company LLC, so that you can file your publishing under your publishing company. That is very important. You always want to keep your businesses separate. Don't have an artist company or a production company and then have the publishing company under the same LLC. Always do separate LLCs for different purposes of your businesses. There are many details that go into doing business and different formations that you may have to have in forming your company, and different ways that you can have people involved with you that are business partners in your company. Here are some examples. If you have multiple members that are involved in your business and you want to list them on your LLC as a business partner and give them a percentage, that is perfectly fine. But there are different avenues and ways to do it. I'm going to tell you the pros and cons of listing a person as a business partner and giving them percentages of your LLC. If that business relationship with your partner falls apart, you will have to refile your LLC paperwork again, take them off, and then take the percentages away. Instead of going through all of that and having to go through a whole process of refiling your LLC again, I always recommend that all business partners have their own LLC companies filed. Then you do a contract for a partnership with that person with a yearly term on it. That way you can work on the projections of your work history with that person instead of it being, oh, this is my partner and he's a percentage of this no matter what. I know it can sound insensitive at times when you say it that way, but you always have to remember this is business. So to protect the integrity of your company, I always recommend doing contracts with your business partners instead of just making them a partner of your business. Is something that is very, very essential and important to doing business, because a contract can be negotiated up or down depending on the performance of your business partner. So it's easier to negotiate a contract than it is going in, refiling your paperwork, taking them off the company, refiling, and taking percentages away. You can always save yourself time by setting up your structure and your foundation to your business at the beginning. Once your LLC is filed properly and all of your contracts are in place, The next step is getting a business bank account. You will need a bank account so that you can collect, receive, and pay out everything that has to do with your business through that bank account. It is very important that you do this for tax purposes, especially, so that you can report everything that you spend, everything that you've earned through your company. It can be accounted for through that bank account. When I got started in the music business, I had none of this stuff done. No publishing company, no production company, no business bank accounts. I had none of this. And it caused a lot of problems for me down the road because all of the money that I made through my business was reported to my personal social security number, which caused me to have to pay a lot of taxes, miss a lot of tax breaks, etc., because I did not have any business set up when I started as a music producer. This is why I am making an emphasis on everyone getting an LLC, getting a business account so that you can separate your personal income from your business income. The next step is very important. If you are a songwriter, music producer, artist, it's very important that you guys sign up to an affiliate like BMI or ASCAP or any other publishing affiliate out there. This is very important because without this, you won't be able to collect your money. You would have to have a songwriter account and a publishing account. This circles back to what I said at the beginning of this chapter. You would need to have a couple of LLCs to start in this music business. That second LLC is the publishing company. That's the second account that you would have to have with the affiliate as a publisher. A lot of people think that because they have a songwriter account with an affiliate like BMI or ASCAP that they are accountable for their publishing through that account. That is not true. That is a songwriter's account. And it's the free account that you get with the affiliates when you sign up. The publisher account, you have to pay a fee to register your company as a publishing company. And that's a check that you get semi-annually. There are 6 checks that you get through publishing. There are 4 quarterly checks that you get and 2 semi-annual checks that you get every year. And if you do not sign up as a publisher, you are only getting 4 quarterly checks. The publishing checks are mostly 2 times what you would get paid on the songwriter account that you have with the affiliate that you're assigned to. So this is very important that you have 2 accounts set up. One, a songwriter that is set up with your name, and the other is a publishing company that is set up through your LLC that you have for your publishing to be collected through. This is how you collect all of your royalties. There are several ways to set up protection for all of your intellectual property, even before you ever put it out. Number 1 is having a split sheet in your sessions at all times. That way, when the song is being created on the spot, you can discuss all percentages right then and there. There's only one artist that I ever worked with in life. This is no joke. And that was Willie D. I never forget that I was working with him in my house and we did this song. And once the song was recorded, he pulled me to the side and he pulled out this split sheet. We went over the splits, agreed what they were, and we signed the split sheet right there on the spot. I signed the copy, he signed the copy. We both left with copies of the split sheet. So when we started doing all our publishing splits, it was already agreed on what it was, so there was no conflict or no misunderstanding on what the splits were because that was already signed. The second step is registering your publishing as a songwriter and a publisher. Once you do that and you have the split sheets that are signed, you can assign those percentages to the songwriter and the publishing company that you have. It's always a good idea to have all the songwriter information on the split sheets as well. Before we go any further, I'd like to explain what an IP number is. An IP number is the number that you are assigned through your affiliate, whether it's BMI, ASCAP, or any other publishing affiliate. You get one for your songwriter account and you get one for your publishing account. These are important. This is how you track your splits on songs that you perform and create with other people as well as for yourself. There's no way that you can register a song correctly without an IP number. If you don't have one, then you surely will not get paid your royalties without registering with an affiliate like BMI or NASCAP and getting assigned an IP number. It's always important to know what that number is and to keep it where you can pull it up and give it to that person when you are deciding and discussing the splits of a song. This is the proper way to register a song with an IP number. So you always want to make sure that you have that information, especially when you're signing split sheets, so everyone can have those numbers, and whoever's going to be responsible for registering the song, you can always look that up and make sure that the splits are right and everything is correct. The third way to protect your music is a copyright. Producers, after you make a track, you can go to copyright.gov and you can actually file for a copyright on that track right then and there. Artists, you can do the same thing with a song. You can go on copyright.gov and you can actually file for a copyright for the lyrics and the music together, which is called a master. Or you can file for a copyright for the lyrics alone. If you're a songwriter, you can also go to copyright.gov and file for a copyright for the lyrics that you wrote for a particular song. All of these steps are essential to starting a music business. I think I would have been 5 times more successful today if I had this information when I first started my music career. It's very important that you hold yourself accountable for every single credit that you have for every single song that you help create. Do not ever put the responsibility in anybody else's hands to register works that you have done. Because if you do, a lot of things can happen. 1, the song may never get registered. 2, the song may get registered and your publishing information is not there. 3, the song can get registered and the splits are not correct. So you have to make sure that you are involved in every single aspect of your career, especially when it comes to how your money is going to be dispersed, how your credit is going to be claimed. You have to make sure that you are a part of that process so that there are no mistakes that you have to go and backtrack.